Am I the a-hole for refusing to stop using my nephew's nickname? Just getting ages out of the way. I'm 22, My nephew is 7 and my brother is 23. I have a special nickname for nephew. I call him Blip. I call him that because he was a tiny baby when he was born, and when I first held him, my dad said he's barely a blip on your radar. That was a joke because I'm pretty tall and my nephew looked extra tiny when I was holding him. Since then, Blip became my nickname for him. I still call him that and he doesn't like it when anyone other than me calls him that. The issue happened earlier today. My siblings, they're technically my stepsiblings, but I consider them siblings, and I were visiting my dad and stepmom. I got there at the same time as my brother. I walked in and said hello to everyone. I said hey Blip to my nephew. My brother walked in after me and said hey Blip to my nephew Aswell. My nephew didn't like that and politely asked my brother to not call him that. That started an argument between my brother and I that ended with him asking me to not call my nephew Blip anymore. I refused and my brother called me a pompous a-hole. The family's pretty split on this. My dad and older sister, my nephew's mom, think I should be allowed to have a special nickname for my nephew, but my stepmom and younger stepsister think that if they can't call him Blip then I shouldn't be allowed to either. So am I the a-hole for refusing to stop using my nephew's nickname? Editing to add, after the argument between my brother and I asked my nephew if he was still okay with me using his nickname. He said he still wanted to be called Blip by me. Also adding, my brother's not my nephew's dad. He's just another uncle. The top comment is, not the a-hole. This should be entirely up to your nephew. He can choose what he likes to be called and who is allowed to call him what. The second comment is, not the a-hole. My older brother has a nickname for me, and he is the only person in this entire galaxy allowed to call me that. My family respects it. This is not a complex issue, your nephew has a boundary, and your family should respect that. The third comment is, not the a-hole. The only opinion that matters is your nephew's. Everything else is just noise.